Okay, who the hell still uses video?
Your mother.
Get your ass over here.
No, because you're going to hit me.
I promise I won't.
You swear to God.
Yeah.
Ow. You said you weren't going to hit me.
I'm agnostic.
Dickhead. But, welcome to Joltage Fallout, the show where violence and electricity come together as we figure out who's walking away with WWE Championship Gold. It's me, your boy, Jolt.
And the champion, Karnage.
Champion for now. And we are here today to go over the most recent, or recent-ish, WWE pay-per-view.
Spoiler alert, we're a little bit late.
We're always at least like a week later or so.
Well, actually, this one's like 3 weeks, but whatever. But before we get to that, one piece of housekeeping we have to take care of.
Yeah.
If you paid attention to one of our more recent videos, I think it was Mania.
Yeah.
That we talked about the super bet, which is if one of us gets an entire card correct, the pre-announced card. We're not counting mid pay-per-view thrown in matches.
Yeah, like
It was Rusev and Mahal's matches back at Mania.
Well, it wasn't Mania. It was
What was it? Payback?
Fastlane.
Whichever one.
Yeah, it was a Fastlane. They tossed in 2 extra matches. Just
Yeah, with Mahal and Cesaro and
Big Show.
What was it? Yeah, Big Show and Rusev. And we're not counting those. But for the pre-announced, like as of the time the pay-per-view starts or an hour beforehand, we need to figure that one out. Mm-hmm. As of that time, announced matches, if we get the entire thing correct, the loser has to take a shot of hot sauce. Now, Jolt wanted to pussy out.
It's not pussying out if you're allergic to it.
I still think he's faking it, but allergies I don't fuck with. So
exactly.
News.
I don't roll up to you with a fucking melon and just watch you turn into a balloon and just like.
I'm allergic to melon. Backstory. Anyway. That.
Watermelon or just melon?
Yes. the
Redux.
The new Redux. The new. The new super bet. If that situation happens where one of us gets an entire card correct, we have to go to the grocery store, find the biggest onion we can find, take the root off, peel it, all that kind of happy shit, and you have to eat it, the whole thing, like an apple.
Which might be kind of hard to do, but we'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Or are you gonna say you're allergic to onions too?
Well, no, considering
exactly.
Well, it's my concern. Every time I go to McDonald's to get a burger, I always get ketchup mayo with onions on it. So I'm pretty sure.
Ketchup, mayo, onion, lard.
No lard, just bacon.
Which is solid lard.
And pig.
That's what lard is.
Well, then you should feel right at home then. I'm just fucking with you.
No thanks.
Shut up, cream puff. So, we're here today, aside from just the randomest freak jokes in between, we are here to go over the most recent-ish, closest-ish WWE pay-per-view, which is, I believe, if I remember correctly,
Backlash 2016.
2017.
Call back!
He needs to go back to school. So.
Hey, I just got out of school.
And you need to go back. So, the first match on the card is the pre-show between the Perfect 10 Ty Dillinger and the Artiste. Aiden English, thank you. I almost forgot his name. I almost said Nakamura.
The pale dude.
Yes. Well, there's like 3 pale dudes now. So him, Sheamus, and I don't know why I called her a dude, but Paige.
She's not even with. Is she still with WWE? I thought they canned her after the video of her dude polishing a rocket on the title.
Polishing this rocket. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's done after that.
Well, it's funny considering what Kevin is like. That Kevin Nash actually admitted in the WWE Championship book that he used to wear the title around naked when he had sex with his wife. So
that's a touch different than come landing on faceplate. That's a touch different.
Like, well, considering...
Or a lot of touches.
Well, it's funny considering they went and made new NXT titles and shit, so it really doesn't matter.
Because then they started asking the question, how much cum has been on these belts?
Well, if you want to go back to the full fucking 50-year history of the WWE Championship, I'm pretty sure there's a lot. And there are still people who kissed that title. So, yeah, let's just leave that alone. So, right. Dillinger, English.
Back to the topic.
Yeah, back to the topic on hand. English versus Dillinger. Who'd you go with and why?
I went with English. Figured A, Dillinger wasn't really that much more than a catchphrase back in NXT, and with English getting repackaged, figured that he would be getting some kind of a push.
And I went with Ty Dillinger, mainly because, as you said, kind of what you said was like he's a catchphrase, but Aiden English hasn't really ever done fuck all in WWE at all. I mean, it's like the only thing he's ever really done was win the NXT Tag Team Championships, and then he lost that to an even bigger jobber team, and I think Buddy Murphy and Wesley Blake. That's like, yeah, they lost their belts to and they call themselves Bam Factor.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Bam stood for?
Like Alexa Murphy.
Well, originally it was just Blake and
Point
Murphy.
to me.
Yeah. Originally it was just Blake and Murphy, and then Alexa joined in, so they changed it to Blake Alexa Murphy Factor. Well, which kind of sounds better. And then Alexa left them because they kept losing, and then now she's a two-time SmackDown Women's Champion and a one-time Raw Women's Champion, and they haven't done shit. Actually, hell, the most recent one was Wesley Blake actually came back only to lose to Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. All right, back to the 3-hour point.
Like, I went with Dillinger, he went with English. Who ended up winning?
Dillinger.
So that is 1-0. Up next, it is the match that
The other artist.
The King of Strong Style. So we're going to call him that. The artist nickname is retarded as hell. It is.
We can't understand him on the mic. Oh, there's a lot of things wrong with this picture.
Well, it's the thing. That's the thing you have to remember is that
you can't speak English, and the fact
he's not American. That's the thing.
Dude, except he has to have the ability to speak English. He does to some extent, but between the broken English, his accent, and the fact that apparently they insist on him wearing a mouthpiece when he talks.
Actually, no, that was the one-time thing, but
still.
Like it's like because you do it one time.
Hold on, so you're saying that's a one-time thing? So his teeth are red normally?
No. Well, it's like I don't think they have him wear the mouth guard constantly. I think it's funny because
usually when he talks, he has it.
Well, it's funny, but there's quite a few wrestlers who do wear a mouth guard when they wrestle. No,
when they talk?
No, when they wrestle.
That's what I'm talking about. When he talks, even if it's speak, wrestle.
I mean, look.
I'm not entirely sure why I used the motion of taking my teeth out. Okay.
Well, our current Raw general manager actually used to wear a mouth guard. Okay. So you want to take it up with him?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That'll be a very interesting video to see on the channel.
Next, Nakamura going against Ziggler.
Who'd you go with and why?
Naka.
Of course.
Because Ziggler hadn't done a fucking thing.
Well, he's a former Intercontinental, United States Tag Team, and World Heavyweight Champion, and Mr. Money in the Bank. And Nakamura is a 2-time NXT champion. So, honestly, I went with Nakamura as well because
way to immediately shit on your defense of Ziggler.
Well, that's the thing is that Ziggler has done a lot in WWE. The issue is why a lot of people keep going and put him as world champion, but he hasn't really. It's because he's too fucking injury prone. And like the last time he won the world championship, he held it for like 2 months, and with the majority of that was spent on the shelf. That's because I think Del Rio kicked him in the head and gave him a concussion. Which is funny because it was just reminded me of the time you mocked Jinder Mahal for giving Balor a kind of concussion, or basically he just clocked him in the head really hard.
Yeah.
But at least Balor was actually able to come back the following week and still wrestle. Ziggler's out for a fucking month or 2 months, or whatever the fuck he was.
So we both went with Nakamura.
Yep.
And Nakamura won. Shocker.
2-0. 2-0. Next match, which is
Usos versus Fandango and Grandma Breeze.
Way to spoil the fucking match, man.
How did that spoil the match?
Because
who gives a shit if he dresses in a freaking nightie?
That was the stupidest damn thing I've ever seen. Actually, no, because I remember there was a wrestler named Vito in the Ruthless Aggression era who actually used to come out in full fucking dress and brawl and everything. So yeah, Grandma Breeze is like the least disturbing thing we've seen.
Exactly.
I mean, it's funny because Goldust actually once got into an evening gown match, and it was like
Santino was Miss WrestleMania.
That's not really disturbing. That's just him dressing in drag. So.
Anyway,
it's like look. Here's the thing. Whatever Santino likes to do behind closed doors, we'll just leave it behind closed doors. Like, we don't know.
So at what point along the line was Miss WrestleMania behind closed doors?
Well, it was originally just supposed to be it's supposed to be mainly like the Royal Rumble, but with women, and for some odd reason,
I thought it was a beauty pageant.
No, it was a battle royal.
Oh.
Kind of like the AJ Lee WrestleMania 30 battle royal.
That wasn't a battle royal.
That was a battle royal. Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't, dude.
It was a battle royal.
If you look back, it was by pinfall or submission. It was just a massive woman match. That's all it was.
I thought it was.
No, because AJ won off a Black Widow.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the point. Usos
Uh-huh.
versus Grandma Febreze.
Grandma Febreze.
Who'd you go with?
I went with the Usos. Well,
I went with Usos. As much as I hate it, I'm not voting for Grandma.
Look, don't let your grandma hear you say you not voting for Grandma.
Other Grandma. And
but who ended up winning?
Shock of the century, Usos.
3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. I'll stop.
You done yet?
Yes, I am. So, next match.
Next is the guy who apparently doesn't know when to stop picking fights with guys triple his size.
Sami Zayn.
Zayn going against Corbin.
Woo!
Who'd you go with?
I think I went with Corbin. I went with Corbin over Sami Zayn, mainly because Corbin is like 4 times his size.
I also went with Corbin. I don't like the guy, but whatever.
Hey, Corbin is actually pretty entertaining because it was absolutely hilarious at that TLC match between him and Kalisto when he basically slammed Kalisto down and Kalisto got back up and his face was like, "Motherfucker, did you just get the fuck back up?" And he just beat his ass more. I laughed. I know I shouldn't have because I like Kalisto, but the fact that it's like I slam you down and you get back up, my immediate response is, "Motherfucker, stay the fuck down." And it's like I still get the win off that. That's pretty fucking hilarious. So, we both went with Corbin.
And Corbin lost.
Which was a major shock. It's like, well, I'm actually kind of sick of that because Corbin actually is a good character.
And I lost the thing.
It's like Corbin actually is a very interesting character. He's a former football player. He's a former Golden Gloves boxer, and like the fact that they're treating him like shit is actually kind of sad. I mean, I was like, what was actually the last major win he got?
Andre?
Exactly. So the last major win he got was an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 32, which is actually kind of sad. No, 30.
I thought it was 3.
No, 33 was won by Mojo.
No.
Yes.
No, 34 was Mojo. Mojo was the most recent one.
We haven't hit 34 yet, dumbass. We really just hit 33.
Wait, the past one wasn't 34?
No, the past one was 33. WrestleMania 33.
Mojo was 33.
Yeah. Yes. Mojo won the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal at 33. It's funny because like there's only been 4 winners for the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal when it started at 29.
Yeah.
Because 29 was won by Cesaro, 30 was won by Big Show, 30 was it 31?
No, they started at 30. 30, 31, 32, 33.
Yeah. That's what I meant. It started at 30. No, was it 30?
Yeah, 30, 31, 32, 33.
Yeah, so it started at 30, 31, 32, and 33. So that's like Cesaro won it at 30, Big Show won it at 31, Corbin won it at 32, and then Mojo won it at 33. So it went great guy, alright guy, good guy, fucking why. I mean, it's funny, what has Mojo actually done to deserve to be on the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner?
Gronkowski.
I don't know who the fuck Gronkowski is.
Seriously?
I don't know if he's a fucking football player. That's it.
There you go.
Don't really care about him. So
next.
So Sami Zayn won, and the next match is
the women's match.
Oh, what was it? The Welcoming Committee versus Team Glowfire, or Royal Glowfire.
Yeah, I first off don't think that's official, but yeah.
What do you call them that for now? Royal Glowfire.
Natalya, Carmella, Tamina versus Becky, Charlotte, and Naomi.
And who ended up winning that one?
You're skipping ahead here.
Oh.
Chill.
It's like, so I think what we both went with the welcoming committee, or I went with the welcoming committee.
Look at the paper. This is what the paper is for.
Oh yeah,
You are allowed to use the cheat sheet.
Okay, so I went with Team Royal Glowfire. All right.
You need your own copy?
You know, that actually would be kind of helpful. Yes, I would. It's like
I can hear it rattle.
asshat.
Alright, and then I went with Natalia, Carmella, and Tamina.
No, welcoming committee.
Don't like them, but figured the heels would end up going over. And the heels went over.
So was I what? That's you finally got one right.
I got 3 right.
Well,
Naka Usos in the women's match.
oh yeah, I forget you did copy me. Don't make me push you over this fucking balcony.
Skin the cat.
Fucking Ric Flair. Woo!
Alright,
I'm holding on.
next, United States title. Owens, Styles.
And which was an actually pretty good match, I believe.
Of course it was. It was an indie blowjob.
Well, it was okay. Yeah, well, you're kind of right there. I wouldn't use that exact wording, but it was actually a really good match. I can't remember off the top of my head if they've actually fought on the indies before, because I don't think that it's funny because AJ spent a lot of his years in TNA, and Owen spent a lot of his years in Ring of Honor. So I think that's it. So
Men don't know.
yeah, me don't know either. So I went with Owens,
And I went with Styles.
and who ended up winning?
Owens.
Woo! The face of America retains.
Bunch of Nats.
Yeah.
Next, Harper and Rowan. The match that
Nobody cared about.
Not entirely sure why,
I mean,
considering the Wyatt family broke up, what, 4 months ago?
yeah, they broke up. Though, yeah, they broke up during the draft. So, well,
And apparently they're still
they-
doing the fallout from it. Still trying to figure that one
well,
out.
it's not necessarily a fallout because the fallout match was basically when Bray and Luke Harper were going at it, and then like Aragorn was just sitting on the damn shelf. But it's like, but you do have to give this to Rowan. His mask is actually really kind of cool.
The new one.
Well, not the clown one. The clown one is still.
I don't think. I think he's only used that one time.
But true, but it's like, but the steampunk sheet mask is actually kind of dope. You got to admit, the joint dude was awesome as hell.
Yeah.
Alright, so look, we both went with Luke Harper.
Yeah. We both went with Harper. Harper
And
won.
Which, strangely enough, it was actually a pretty good match. It actually really, it's funny considering it's funny because Luke Harper actually can wrestle. That's the thing. I don't know why they don't use him, because he can. If you see his matches, he can put on really good matches. His match with Orton at Elimination Chamber was actually pretty good. And then, so we're now moving on to the main event of the evening.
Orton defending against previously 2 weeks beforehand jobber Jinder Mahal.
I went with Jinder Mahal. I actually wanted to see Mahal as champion over Orton winning another belt, because Orton hasn't really done shit to get the belt.
Because you're stupid.
I'm not stupid. Is that Mahal?
Stupid.
Look, Mahal is a lot more entertaining.
Stupid.
You're stupid. Because honestly, Mahal is actually a lot more of an interesting character than Orton is. So.
I went with Orton. Figured, again, previously 2 weeks beforehand jobber. Figured they wouldn't put the title on him.
And what happened?
WWE shit on my dreams.
Jinder
Somehow,
Mahal, the modern day Maharaja.
somehow, jobber ass Mahal is the champion.
Woo!
Trying to figure that one out.
Still entertaining.
So-
Still happy.
For those of you who suck at math,
You suck at math too.
which one of us had to bribe our way through high school?
I didn't bribe my way through all of high school.
Just math.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, just geometry. Everything else I passed easy.
So, for those of you who were not keeping track at home, that is 6 to Jolt, 4 to me.
So, hand it over. Yay! 2 times! 2 times! 2 times! 2 times! 2
I
times!
did it first. First?
Way to go, YouTube comment section. But as you see, it was 6-4. Jolt is back in control of the Joltage Championship.
For now.
Yeah, I was playing on Holding for a while.
We'll see how that works out. We saw how it worked last time.
Yeah, I would say this time I was like, but next time we'll go. It's like it shall be better votes and everything. But I'm still happy. I just gotta take your name off of here. But this has been Joltage Fallout. I am your new Joltage champion of the world. And this fool is Karnage. And we will see you in the next one.